oh yes, it's whispering to me and it's fanning me, and this is only one. My other babies, my other... Welcome to the library. Okay, so I can't do an evil laugh and I can't act, but I took that intro from Ant Farm. The time it was like, welcome to the Ant Farm. Why am I thinking of Ant Farm? I do not know, but hi, hey, hi. I just said that, but backwards. Anywho, I'm Towani, Towani is me, and you're watching Towani Reads. Okay, so I bought a couple of books. A couple is 2. And they're finally all here. The last one came yesterday, and I've been antsy ever since because I really wanted to open the boxes, and then boxes, 3 boxes. It's not that many books, don't worry, I'm just dramatizing. Anywho, I was really excited to open the boxes, but I didn't want to open them until they all got here and until I was done with class. I filmed this the first time and I didn't like it, so I'm just going to show you me unboxing them just so you can feel the feeling of opening a box of books. This is the first one. I'm not going to show you the other side because this is where my address is, but I don't know which one this is, so let's open it. Book. I think I know what this one is. Clean that up later. Okay, so we have the mother load. In this box, there should be 7 books. And I have this notice and I've been staring at it. I almost opened this box when it got here, so I'm glad today is the day I'm opening it. There's some more. I just want to look this up because this was a terrible course. Finally gets used. Okay, you know that angelic song that they put in the movies when they discover like a treasure or something? That's me in this book. Okay, so now that you've seen all of that, heard all of that mess, I'm going to show you what books I got. I put them all in this box. Picture for the thumbnail. Does that work? No, it doesn't. I'm going to take a whole picture for the thumbnail. But I'm going to start with the books that came in the smaller boxes. The first one is Real Money Answers. I actually said Real Money Matters in the first video. Anywho, Real Money Answers for every woman. How to win the money game with or without a man. So I saw a video of Patrice C. Washington on YouTube. So many ways to say that word. I saw a video of Patrice C. Washington on YouTube, and she was spitting. I was like, okay, that sounds really amazing. And she made mention of her book a bunch of times, and I was like, okay, you have mentioned it a bunch of times, I will look into it. And I did, and the reviews were super polarizing. Some really loved it, and the ones that didn't really hated it. But their reason was because she was tying a lot of her writing to her Christianity. So she was talking about her Christianity in the book, and a bunch of them were like, okay, what if we aren't Christian? But I am Christian, so I'm gonna read it and appreciate it, because I am. And I feel like that's all I have to say about it. The second book that came in a small package was Daddy by Danielle. And if you know her, you know that Danielle Steele is a really great writer, and I've grown up seeing her name a lot because my grandpa reads a lot of her books, and yeah, that's how I knew her name. And then the first time I read a Danielle Steele book was in high school, and it was a pretty good book. I liked the book. So when I saw this one, actually someone suggested it to me, so I had a little questions thing on my bookstagram. I have a bookstagram. On my bookstagram, I had a hard time picking, so I just put all the suggestions in this random wheel. I'm just gonna insert a picture somewhere. So this random wheel, I googled random wheel selector, and then I put them in, and it chose Daddy, so I got it, and I don't even remember what it's about. Oliver and Sarah, his wife, who goes to school. Okay, she has Alzheimer's and then she dies, so I guess it's about his dad journey. I assume that's about. Super excited to start this one. Next, we have a book I should have read a really long time ago. We have Be More Vader by Christian Blauvelt. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Is it Blauvelt? Blauvelt by Christian B. I should learn how to pronounce his name. Anyways, it's a self-help book, but very Star Wars themed. I am a big Star Wars fan. This is going to be my first Star Wars themed book. It's a book about being assertive. It says thinking from the dark side. And I opened it up and the pages are black. And I'm like, well, okay, Darth Vader. Anywho, super excited to start this one. I've been planning on reading it since like last year. Next, we have my favorite. Okay, when I say my favorite, I don't mean my favorite book. I mean my favorite genre. This is a romance novel. I Owe You One by Sophie Kinsella. So, I am a sucker for romance novels, romance movies. I like to watch terrible movies, like bad movies. I intentionally watch bad romance movies and bad Christmas movies. So this book is about a girl and a guy, and I think she does him a favor. No, wait, he does her a favor, and then she gives him like an IOU, so she owes him a favor, and then it ends up being little favors, and I guess they fall in love somewhere and all of that. He's a handsome stranger, I think he is. Is he? I don't know. No, he's not. Oh, he is a handsome stranger. He was a handsome stranger. So yeah, it's about a girl and a handsome stranger. Next, I was gonna do that one, but I'm gonna do another romance since that's what we're doing. Next is Nora Roberts. So I got this book because it was on sale. And also, I am a sucker for romance novels, as I previously stated. So I read the summary of this book. There are 3 stories in this one book, and I am more than happy that I got 3 stories for the price of 1 and reduced, and they're all romance stories. So that's super exciting for me. I don't know what they're about. I actually didn't read what they were about, only because there was a book I selected before this one that was on sale, but it was sold out. So I just picked this one because I saw hearts on the cover, and I was like, ooh, hearts. So yeah, one is about, so an anthropologist, and then some guy helps her, and then love. And then the other one is a smuggler and a cop. And then the other one is TV reporters. Also, they're in love already, and they're trying to protect it from their professional rivalry. So anyways, so these, they already like each other, and then they pretend to not like each other. Professional rivalry, so they're civil about it. Okay, good luck to you guys. So my phone's space finished, and we're not gonna talk about that. I had to delete some stuff, and we're back. So the next one is The Dinner List by Rebecca Serle. Oh wait, The Dinner List, a novel by Rebecca Serle. I don't know what I was about to say. I don't know how I wanted to say that, but it sounded very different in my head. So, this book is like, You know when people ask you, like the summary started with a question. You know how when people ask you, oh, who are 5 people living or not living that if you had a chance to, you'd invite to dinner, like you'd want to have a dinner. And that's the overall premise of this book. So her, I guess, she gets her 5 people. And I think what the book is about is growth, basically, because I think she's going to end up having a transformative experience and grow. I know one of the people she invites is Audrey Hepburn, so I'm like, oh, okay. So I say so a lot, ignore me. Basically, she gets her 5 people, and I think it's going to be a growth experience. I don't really know. I didn't read that much of the summary. I just read the first part, and I know she gets her ex at the table, so I feel like, ooh, table shaking and drama. I don't know if this is a romance or not, and I'm excited to find out. So we have the dinner list. Rebecca Serle, everybody. Next, we have these bad boys. So these two, I got 2 books by the same writer, David Baldacci. If you know who he is, 10 points. So David Baldacci is a really amazing writer. I'm going to start with this one. So this is a thriller. It's the first book in a series of books, and the main character is Atlee Pine. Atlee is, I guess, an investigator. I'm not really sure as I haven't read the book, but I assume she's an investigator. So I know what happens in this book is there's a kidnapping, and she has to make a choice between disobeying her boss and continuing to perform the search or whatever, and then the other option is not doing anything. So I know she's afraid of losing her job because of disobeying her boss, and I think it's something to do with like people that are corrupt in the system, because it was a weird request to stop searching for the kidnapped person. And I mean, I feel like she ends up disobeying her boss because I think she's still an investigator in the other Atlee Pine books. That's what I think. I haven't read any of them, so I'm not too sure. I'm just super excited because my favorite genre of books is, I guess they're thrillers, but I really like crime books. Crime, murder, thriller, whodunit. Okay, I just really like books with investigations going on. It's a very appealing thing for me. There's like a string in my heart that gets pulled every time I read such books or see such movies, or I don't think I watch shows like that. So the next book is Redemption, also by David Baldacci. So I don't know much about the man, honestly. I've only read like 1 book by him and I really liked it. So I just assume he's a great writer because it keeps saying #1 New York Times best-selling author on all his books. So he must be good. So here we have Redemption. So the way I keep saying so is disgusting. Anywho, I got this book because the other one I wanted, a Dean Koontz book. So Dean Koontz also writes very good books. I have only read 1 and I'm basing my judgment on that, so I might be biased. But the book I read was really, really good. So I wanted a second Dean Koontz, but it was sold out when I clicked add to cart. I hate that. That's my least favorite moment. That's my least favorite moment. Like, who is shopping for books at 2 a.m. like me? That person should meet me and we could be good friends because they have good taste. So anyway, another song. Anyway, I picked Redemption because the story just seemed so interesting. So there's a guy, and I'm guessing he's a cop. I think he's a cop. So he arrests the wrong guy for a crime. So he's really good at his job, but apparently early on in his career he got the wrong guy, and the guy was convicted. He's been in jail for a crime he didn't commit, and the guy, I think, leaves jail, and I feel like the cop that arrested him, his whole life is thrown in a loop because his whole, I guess, identity is based on him being amazing at his job, but he convicted the wrong guy. So I think because the title is Redemption, I guess the guy is redeeming himself. I don't know what happens. I don't know if they're going to find the original perpetrator of the crime, or there's another crime they're dealing with. I don't remember. I got these books so long ago, I've forgotten, but the excitement is still within me because I know that they're all great picks. So I think that's what this book is about, and I'm super excited to get into it. And that's it for the books. The books in the box. An empty box. Maybe this should be my thumbnail. I like that. I'm done with the books in the box, but I got a 9th book that wasn't from Indigo. So the 9th book I got is Crossroads in Manhattan. So I haven't read it yet, and I'm super sad that I haven't. I'm so disappointed in myself. I got this book late June. So the writer of this book is someone that I know, and I was like, I have to read it. I have to read it after it's been released for a while. So I was like, oh my gosh, how come I haven't read it? So I got it, and immediately after I got it, I got accepted into the class I've been taking for the past month. So I said, oh my days, this is such terrible timing. And such terrible timing, I mean the class. I said, okay, fine, I'm gonna sacrifice and not read the book. I'm just gonna like try and focus on class. That did not turn out well. But now I have 9 books to read, and I'm super excited because I already proclaimed my love for romance novels, and it's a romance story of this guy and this girl, and I'm a sucker for those stories. So I'm gonna include the link in the bio to this one, and then for these books I would include a link too, but we probably live in different places, so I am just gonna include the titles and let you decide if you want to pursue either of them further. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm just gonna say thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. Thank you for watching me freak out over a bunch of books I bought. These are the things that make me happy. I'm so excited to add them to my window. But be sure to leave a comment about the book that seemed the most interesting to you, and yeah, I will catch you in my next video, and I'm going to be enjoying these books for a couple of weeks. So I'm super happy. I hope you're super happy. I hope you're having fun and doing stuff. Be sure to share this video with someone that you think really loves reading and needs a bunch of new book suggestions. Be sure to suggest a couple in the comments, or I have a highlight on my bookstagram, and there's a little sticker on there. Just type in whatever books you think I should read. I'm going to include my bookstagram somewhere in this video. Oh, that's itching. I'm going to include my bookstagram somewhere. I love saying that word, bookstagram. Maybe I should switch and start saying booktube. Anyways, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Love and light. Bye.